Ever try to tell someone about a new hobby and it just falls flat?
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst. Like, I was really into cup stacking for a minute there.
Cup stacking?
Yeah, like competitive.
Wow.
It did not make me seem cool, let me tell you. But that's why I love this deep dive.
Okay.
We're talking about how to share hobbies in a way that clicks.
Because it should click.
Exactly.
You bond over this stuff.
It's how you find your people. So we're using Lemon Listen as our example. It's an English learning podcast.
I've heard of it. It's fun.
Very approachable, very, dare I say, zesty.
Zesty works.
Their episode on hobbies is perfect. It's Lenny and Lucy just chatting.
Setting the scene.
Exactly. Lenny starts with, "What have you been up to lately?"
Smart. Open-ended. Not scary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Lucy reveals her thing.
Yeah.
Photography. But she doesn't just say it.
How does she say it?
With feeling. "I've been really into photography. Can't get enough."
There's that passion.
And Lenny picks up on it, asks, "What kind of photos then?"
Instead of just, oh, cool.
He's into it, which makes Lucy open up even more.
The magic formula.
She says, "I'm particularly fond of nature photography," which I love.
It's a step up.
Totally. Not just snapshots. Fond of means serious.
Then she gets poetic. Capturing the beauty of landscapes and wildlife. It's magical.
Ooh, I like that. So we get it. Lucy's the nature photog. Lenny's thing is cooking.
Okay. Everyone's got their thing.
But he makes it relatable. He's like, it's relaxing after work.
Universal. Who doesn't need to unwind?
And bam, connection point. Then it gets really interesting. Lucy suggests, wait for it, they swap skills.
Get out.
He cooks, she photographs.
Collaboration. See, this is how it's done.
From small talk to maybe being friends, it's the shared interest.
Exactly. Hobbies aren't just solo things. They can build real bonds.
Powerful stuff. So we saw how Lemon Listen makes it sound natural.
Right, not forced.
But what about those awkward first intros?
Yeah, how do you bring it up casually?
We'll unpack that after the break. And we're back, still geeking out over how cool it is to connect through hobbies.
It's the best, honestly.
But real talk, sometimes bringing it UP is the hard part.
Yeah, that initial hurdle. It's like, hi, want to be friends based on this thing I love? Awkward.
Major awkward. So how do we avoid that? Make it less like a job interview for the fun club.
Totally. Our brainstorm notes were gold-y for this. First step, don't front-load it.
Meaning?
Don't launch into your thing right away. Ask them stuff first. Open-ended.
So not, do you like knitting? But more like,
tried anything new lately? That kind of vibe. Makes them the star.
ooh, sneaky. It shows you're interested, which makes them more open.
Exactly. Then, even better, you can link it back to something you're into.
Give me an example. Give me an example.
Let's say they mention hiking. You could be like, oh, I've been wanting to try that new trail by the waterfall. I bet the photos would be amazing.
Smooth. You're not even forcing it. It just naturally
It flows. Exactly. It becomes a two-way street. They feel heard. You share a bit.
Okay, so starting casual, finding that link. What about when you're like really passionate, though? Does that change things?
Honestly, that enthusiasm, that's magnetic. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got to be genuine, not overwhelming.
So more, I'm so stoked about this pottery class I'm taking. And plus, let me tell you about the history of clay for the next hour.
Nailed it. And that actually ties into this whole hobbies as superpowers thing. Remember that from our notes?
Oh, yeah. How hobbies can be like friendship rocket fuel. But is that like scientifically proven or just a fun idea?
It's legit. Think about it. Shared activities equal shared memories, inside jokes, that kind of thing. You're building a history together.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like my best friend and I still quote this one ridiculous thing that happened at a Comic-Con 5 years ago.
Exactly. And when you're into the same stuff, you get each other's wins, you get the struggles. It's supportive.
Built-in cheer squad. So important, especially when trying something new.
Right, which keeps things exciting. Even long-term friendships need a refresh now and then. New hobby, whole new world to explore together.
Okay, sold. Hobbies are the best. But what about if you're like, great, but where do I find my fellow enthusiasts?
That's where our last bit of research comes in. We've got a whole list of social hobbies, practically guaranteed to meet people.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it. What's at the top? Back again, and I'm ready to sign up for all the hobbies.
I know, right? The energy is contagious.
But before we unleash our listeners on the world, newly minted hobby enthusiasts, what's the big takeaway here?
We've learned that talking about hobbies, it's not just small talk, it's connection. It's using the right phrases to make it flow naturally, but also
Knowing the WHY. why it matters.
Exactly. It's about finding your tribe and knowing that it's okay to be passionate. Just, don't overwhelm people.
Baby steps. Find that sweet spot between excited to share and obsessed.
Exactly. And remember, even if you're starting from scratch, there are so many social hobbies out there, book clubs, volunteering, you name it.
You really can find your people. Okay, so final thought for our listeners. Think about a hobby you've always been curious about, but maybe haven't tried.
Ooh, I like this, the what if moment.
What if that was your entry point? Your chance to meet new people, learn new skills, and have some fun. It's worth a shot, right?
Absolutely. Get out there, explore those passions.
And who knows? You might just find your new favorite thing and some amazing friends along the way. Thanks for diving deep with us.